Were here last time, him and Chrisean. Chrisean was pregnant. Y'all were doing all that smoking and drinking here in the thing.
Sean's son's medical records leaking and everybody seeing and hearing about what's on them does not cancel her. I don't know what else at this point will. Like, somebody needs to get that little boy out of her care and get him out of her care quick. I tried to give Chrisean the benefit of the doubt because, you know, you're not always the best parent. Not everybody is the best parent, but they might be the best parent for that child. No, she's not the best parent at all. Like, seeing what's on these medical records is making me sick. Like, mind y'all, he didn't ask to be here and she did not.
Claiming that God is to blame, Christian Rock has been avoiding inquiries about Junior's health like a bullet and denying the existence of a perplexing problem with her 2-year-old son, who is still unable to walk or speak. Jason Lee apparently has had enough of her lies. He is purportedly attempting to disclose Junior's illness.
Chrisean Rock, she's back in the news. Mind you, we haven't been talking about Chrisean in a while. She's back and she's turning her life around after Blueface, because now apparently this week they're off. While Blueface remains in the California prison, Chrisean is trying to convince us that she's moving on from Blues Circus as she finds herself back in the church. And she's been seen crying and singing in church with a new song called Yahweh, on which she reveals that she's left her old life to serve the Lord. However, after she pulled on the internet's heartstrings, she later appeared on a live stream and said that if Blueface is ready to be serious, she'll unfollow everyone and tattoo him on the other.
Junior's initial online public appearance shortly after his birth demonstrated Chrisean's eagerness to showcase him. Shortly after his birth, for instance, she took him to a snide, derisive gym just to boast about him.
So, I'm about to start professional boxing ASAP. I'm going to the studio tonight. I'm excited. Do I have postpartum depression? Hell no. Hell no. Life is great. The belly, it's still a little pudgy and saggy, but this is day, what, 1.5, 2? Day 2. So this is day 2. Guys.
Doctors have been pointing out all the problems with that little child online ever since. And honey, it has been diagnosed with a series of developmental issues. Junior's distinctive cat-like cries, low birth weight, slow growth, and facial features that match those of newborns with Down syndrome first led people to believe that he had the disorder.
So, I'm like, see, look, I can't even talk about him. I love the Lord. Oh, I love you, Lord.
Despite these similarities, Chrisean syndrome was promptly ruled out because it is a genetic disorder. People assumed it was fetal alcohol syndrome because of Christian's obsessive obsession with the bottle and that joint during her pregnancy.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at?
Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just
So you can't have liquor?
Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me.
Nah,
You shut the door
you
because
can't
it's
have
cold.
no liquor.
Other diagnoses that met the requirements were newborn abstinence syndrome, spasticity, seizure disorder, and critical visual impairment. As a result, people thought Junior was blind. The tale was also being repeated by Blueface's mother, Chrisean, who said she saw Junior for the first time but couldn't identify the exact location where he was staring.
There wasn't nothing wrong. It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that, and that was my first time seeing it.
Oh, God.
And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie. My first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, you ain't. I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face, and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt.
Sources claim that Junior's placement in palliative care is anticipated to prolong his life. But if she did, Cam would be admitting her part in his situation. She's been doing little to aid her son, according to insiders, despite her assertions that he is blessed, and that he occasionally breaks out in languages during her appointments.
I worship you, Father. I worship you, Father. I worship you. Whoa.
Naturally, the news that is getting to us has alerted CPS to Junior's condition, which is apparently getting worse every day. Child Protective Services, however, are limited in their options in this situation.
Be on the run because somebody was able to send pictures to the police department of Chrisean's junior genital parts, and they said he was bleeding from his diaper. She allegedly has not been taking him to his hernia surgeries, so they're not up to date as well. He also has severe diaper rashes, and it's just like, it's getting to a point. If this is all true, I feel like they should just go ahead and place this baby in a good home, or she needs to take parenting class. Instead of chasing all these men that's not doing you no good, do better for your son. Do right by you.
The reason they can't sue Chrisean was clarified by a former CPS official. Listen, as a former MDHHS social service specialist, you leave a footprint whenever you go into someone's records, which is why I never effed around with it, she stated in a letter. I'm relieved I'm not that nosy, but I know it's probably not more reliable in the medical field. In conclusion, there is proof of fetal alcohol syndrome, eyesight impairment, spasticity, seizures, opiates, nose candy, and a number of other drugs and conditions in Jesus' release documents. Where is CPS? Is the main question that gets asked in the comments. Many infants who tested positive for drugs were sent home with their parents, as I know from my experience as a former CPS inspector. Typically, CPS would come to the residence to confirm that the mother possesses the service as well as whatever she requires for the infant. You all think CPS is the end of the world, though. It's not. Lee Plummer Thompson, Lamia Plummer's sister, and someone close to Croc, added a few more items. For those who don't know, though, Leo and Lee were co-owners of Zeus Network, the production firm that produced the Chrisean-starring television shows Baddies and Crazy in Love. It's really sad that she won't accept the facts, knowing Barry. Well, what she was doing, she said. I witnessed it firsthand and was incensed that the church refused to assist him. She requires early services and acceptance of truth, as was previously said. I just had a conversation with her the other day. I know she loves her baby, but she has to go get him the help he needs. Since my oldest son had special needs, autism, and cognitive impairment, I saw he wasn't reaching developmental milestones and enrolled him in all the therapy he needed. It seems that Count Rock's family would keep exposing her until she comes up to tell the truth about her son's condition and take action. Undoubtedly, Blueface has gotten along with his mother, Carissa, and a few other people associated with Crouch. Now, the dirtier Jason Lee is after her. For those who don't know, Jason Lee has a propensity for being messy. But that man will do whatever it takes to get clicks from anyone, so you'll find out. He threatened Beyonce out here, as you all remember. Sources claim that he planned to disclose Blue Ivy's surgery and Rumi and Sir Carter's health problems. But Beyonce paid him to keep the details confidential. That's why she was out here, to get away from the man.
This internet, Beyonce's good internet, will go crazy. I'm gonna tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh, and that's where I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other.
Since Jason had the chance to meet Junior face-to-face during his interviews with Crone, he now has Chrisean in his sights. He knows more personal details as well. Baby, things are going to become messy soon. Here are some people's thoughts about it. I have no way of knowing if these photos are real or fake or what the hell is going on, said the individual. The post appears to be of Junior's private area and hernia, which is covered in bloody blisters and diaper rashes, even if it is anonymous. Junior's scream is recognizable. We can't post for obvious reasons, but I'll look into it and update everyone. She did make a mistake and said bled through when she was changing his diaper on her, another individual stated. Streamed not too long ago, so it's highly probable. Poor Junior, we never would have thought the baby would ache so much. Someone has to step forward, I hope. Maybe Jason Lee telling on her will help, said the person. But I do think what she did with how long it's been will be irreversible. While we wait for more information, we would want to hear your thoughts on this. Given that Jason Lee has previously shown a great deal of love and respect for Chrisean and Blueface on his show, do you think it is right for him to turn against them and divulge their secrets? Tell us in the space provided for comments. Remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons and watch the next video since it's equally chaotic.